I'm Melissa. Welcome to my third grade classroom. Let's come and take a tour. Here we have our Hello, I Am affirmation bulletin board. Students can sign out on the restroom sign out sheet. My mailbox and lost and found is over here. In this section of our classroom, we have our whole group instruction carpet area. And we use this whole group instruction carpet area for our reading, writing, and math mini lessons. All students have a classroom job. We use a classroom economy behavior management system. So you'll see that some of our classroom jobs are a little bit higher in a salary that the students get paid compared to others. Students will select the job that they want, and then on every Friday we have our payday. Students get paid for the jobs that they have, and we have our student we have a student baker who is in charge of paying students for the salary that they earned for that week. Every other Friday, we have what is our payday and shopping day. So students can look here at our shopping day reward options, and they can purchase one of the rewards that they would like to buy, stick their name up there, and then redeem it throughout the week. We have a lot of financial literacy that we try to incorporate into our curriculum, into our math. We have students who pay rent every month. So you'll see here, May 1st, rent is due. And that's just trying to teach them a little bit of need versus want. And then also just some responsibility with their money that they do earn from their classroom job. If we come over here to this section of our classroom library, to our classroom, we have a lot of our writing, reading, and math materials. So right here in this section, even in third grade, we still use our math manipulatives a ton. We use our math manipulatives for our area, perimeter modules, but then also for multiplication, making arrays. So we are constantly using our math manipulatives for our math lessons. We have our math fluency fact organization system here, and then we also have some of our Play-Doh / games and manipulatives for students to use if they purchase those with the money that they have earned through their job as their reward, if they would like to purchase that. In this section, we have our writing resources and our writing tools that we use for our writing workshop lessons. Students can choose during their independent writing time to take one of the blank books and start from scratch what they would like to write. They have their writing folders in here, organized by tables. And then we also have some blank books that they can, again, purchase with some of the money that they have earned for their classroom job. The students absolutely love these. It is their choice of how they want to use them and what they can use them for, whether it's making a comic book and so they're drawing a little bit more than writing. We still allow that during their independent writing time. We are big into student choice. And then also we have our different colored pens to represent the different stages of the writing process. So for example, the blue pens would be for their first draft, and then for example, the red pens would be for making changes and revising for that part of the writing process. You'll see here on our bulletin board, well, the wall that we have a makeshift bulletin board for, we just wrapped up a Because of Winn-Dixie novel study. And so for the lessons that we've been using as a whole group in class, we translate those into also our guided reading group lessons, as well as differentiating our flexible reading groups. So we have at this section over here, I have my guided reading binder where I make sure that I keep all of my important anecdotal records and lesson plans for my guided reading groups. I have a bin for each one of my groups where I organize their level text that they are reading, and then also any resources that I am using to go along with that group. I also have a combination of hard copy of books that we read, but then also, so like an actual hard copy of a book that we would read for guided reading, but then also reading passages that are on paper with pencil. And the reason why we do a little bit of both is because in third grade, that's when we start our standardized state testing. And so we do a lot of work with going back to the text, finding evidence, highlighting, and I like them to actually use those tools, the highlighters with the paper and pencil, those passages, making sure that they have practice of how that looks so they will be able to do that successfully for their assessment. We have the heart of our classroom in this back area right here, and this is our classroom library. This is something that has been a work in progress for sure. In the past 20 years that I've been teaching, it definitely has not been an easy feat to gather all these books. It's definitely a lot of garage sales, shopping over the summer, and then also I've written some grants, also visited a few of the local little libraries, lots of different ways that I have gained this level of books that would be a benefit to all of our readers in the classroom, so they all have books that they can read at their level. One of the important things that you will notice is that it is not organized according to any sort of reading level. So one of the important things that I did to shift my own thinking with how classroom libraries should be organized is I shifted from organizing my books from FNP reading levels to organizing them according to author's last name, which would mean that they are also grouped by series. And this is something that I've made a shift for several reasons over my teaching career, but most importantly, just thinking about how books are organized when we go shopping on Amazon or when we go to a bookstore. We go not according to, oh, I want to go check out a book that is a level P book. No, we check out books based on what we are interested in. If we see ourselves as one of the characters in the book, that's what we are modeling with our classroom library. Students have total ownership over the classroom library. I do have another video where I talk so much more in depth about this. Students know to come and take their classroom library stick holder, select the book that they want, place the stick holder in that spot so that they remember where it is that they got that book from. They can check out 3 to 5 books at a time. They know how to come over to write down in our classroom library book checkout binder the books that they checked out, the title, and then the date that they checked it out. They are responsible for putting all of their materials inside of their book nook. So the books that they check out, they have their guided reading notebook, their guided reading folder, all inside of the book nook right here. That's a whole lesson, is how to keep this nice, neat, and organized throughout the whole school year. When it's time to return the book, I don't have to think about, oh my goodness, which spot did I get it from? I just go back to my classroom library book holder and put the book right back in that spot that I got it. And this actually went right here. Okay. You'll notice also that we are in the middle of, this is the end of our school year. So how everything is set up now is literally, it is the end of our school year. So students have a lot of ownership over our bulletin boards, our resources that we have up in the classroom, and that also includes what we've been finishing up in our reading, which is our book series challenge, and we have several different book series challenges that we have going on as just a fun, engaging, motivating way to get our readers excited about reading. So we have different challenges that the students can choose from. This is not something at all that we require them to do. This is just one fun way that we are trying to teach our students to have a love of reading. The prize is reading all of the books in the book series challenge. There is no pizza party, there is no sticker, there is no any sort of tangible reward other than just knowing that intrinsic motivation and the intrinsic feeling that you have after just finishing reading all of the books on that challenge. And I just noticed that there was a typo right here. I can't believe my students didn't pick up on that. They're really good at picking up on all those typos, so I'll have to make a note to go ahead and change that. We have this section of our classroom over here. One thing I didn't mention is that I do have a co-taught classroom, and so that means I have a special education co-teacher with me all day long, and Miss G is an amazing first-year teacher. Her desk is over here, and she also has her, when we do our parallel teaching model or our parallel teaching lessons, she has her space over here where she can call a group of students to come teach from what we call the back table, using her easel over here. If I am teaching the core lesson, or if I'm teaching a group of students up here on the carpet area with the smartboard. So the parallel teaching model is what we tend to typically do for our math, reading, and writing lessons. We have all of our bins in the back of our classroom where we use them to organize big bulk supplies that we are collecting at the beginning of the year, such as Kleenex, paper towels, disinfectant wipes. We keep all of that in the large bins back here. And then the bonus is that by the end of the year, like right now, these are all empty because we all went through them, but we can now take down our classroom library and put them all in the bins and keep them nice and safe over that long summer vacation where they come in to clean our classrooms. The strip of balloons is from our Because of Winn-Dixie book celebration that we just had. It was left over in all transparency from a staff member who was retiring her party, so we snagged those balloons and recycled them. We were happy to do so. We have a bulletin board that Miss G started up here, which is the fridge, and students love to come and get their artwork posted up here as a fun way to just celebrate what they drew or whatever it is that they were working on during our calm classroom quiet time. We have our expectations posted several spots in our classroom. So our expectations are also our school rules or our classroom rules, and they are work hard and be kind. So we have those posted just throughout the classroom. Up front, we have our big letters where the students helped us decorate those the first week of school that spell out work hard, be kind. We have our classroom promise where students sign their name at the beginning of the year, agreeing to that promise of working hard and being kind. And then also they have their hopes and dreams over here that they go ahead and sign according to our responsive classroom. That's one of the things that we do at the beginning of the year. And as I'm taking a quick look around, I believe that covers majority of things I wanted to share, other than real quick right here is our little puppet show area. Even in third grade, students still love to use puppets, and it's also great for fluency and reading as well. And that's one of the things that students can purchase with the money that they earned for their classroom job. I sure hope that you got some ideas for your own classroom, and if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the section below. Thanks so much for visiting.